What if a billionaire's golden chess set unlocked a secret that turned a quiet girl into a global sensation? Zara Thompson, just 8, stepped into a mansion and saw more than gleaming pieces. She saw a mystery. Why was this wealthy stranger so eager to teach a maid's daughter? And why did his gray eyes mirror hers in a way that sent whispers through the room? This isn't just a story of chess moves, it's a tale of hidden truths and a talent so fierce it rewrote her world. Get ready, Zara's journey will keep you glued, wondering what's next. Zara Thompson pressed her face against the car window, her breath fogging the glass as the billionaire's estate loomed like a castle from her storybooks. Towering white columns flanked gardens bursting with color, and windows sparkled like jewels under the sun. Her mother, Maria, gripped the wheel, voice low. Stay quiet, Mija. Don't touch a thing. At 8, Zara knew silence kept her invisible, safe from trouble. With the babysitter sick, she was tagging along to Maria's cleaning job, homework stuffed in her bag. The gravel crunched as they parked, and Maria hauled her cart of supplies, Zara trailing behind, eyes wide. Inside, the mansion stole her breath, marble floors gleamed like mirrors, a chandelier dripped crystals like a frozen waterfall. Maria led her to the library, its walls stacked with books climbing to the sky. But it wasn't the books that caught Zara's gaze. A chess set sat on a polished table, golden kings and silver queens glowing like tiny warriors, the marble board a battlefield of light and shadow. She'd seen a plastic set at school, but this? It whispered secrets, pulling her closer despite her mother's warning. Zara, sit and work, Maria called, already dusting. Yet the pieces held Zara's stare, each one alive with purpose, promising a game she didn't yet know how to play. And then, a shadow moved, someone was watching, and everything was about to change. A voice cut through the library's hush. Caught by the game, are you? Zara spun, her pencil skittering across the floor. Harrison Blake stood there, silver hair catching the light, gray eyes warm but piercing in a tailored suit. She'd imagined a cold tycoon, not this gentle smile. I'm sorry, sir, just looking, she stammered, heart racing. Maria rushed over, apologies spilling. She's no trouble, Mr. Blake. He brushed it off, gaze fixed on Zara. Ever played a real match? She shook her head, mumbling about a teacher's quick lesson on pieces. Maria hesitated, but Blake's nod was soft, insistent. A quick game, then. He slid into the chair across the golden chess set, explaining pawn marches and knight leaps. Zara didn't just listen, she absorbed, her mind snapping pieces into patterns like a puzzle solving itself. Knights jump in an L, sneaking past others, she ventured. Blake's brow lifted. Exactly. Sharp instincts. They played, and though she lost, Zara nearly trapped his king, her moves bold, 3 steps ahead. Blake leaned back, studying her with a flicker of something, surprise, maybe awe. Tomorrow, same time, he asked. Zara's nod lit up the room, her heart buzzing with the game's rhythm. As they left, his gaze lingered, intense, like he saw more than a girl who loved chess. Something bigger was stirring, just out of sight, chess became Zara's world. Each afternoon, she raced from school to the mansion's library, where Harrison Blake waited by the golden set, ready to dive into new strategies. Her moves sharpened, pawns became soldiers, knights danced traps, and bishops sliced through defenses. You see the board like a story unfolding, Blake marveled, but his glances held more than pride. They traced Zara's face, lingering on her gray eyes, her thoughtful tilt of the head. One evening, mid-game, Zara paused, staring at the silver queen. I dream about chess, she admitted softly. The pieces move like they're alive. And, sometimes, a man teaches me. Kind eyes, gray hair. Blake's hand froze over a pawn. What's he like? He asked, voice barely steady. Like you, I think, Zara said, puzzled. Maria, dusting nearby, dropped her cloth, her face tight. The air grew heavy, unspoken questions swirling. That night, Zara crept to the kitchen for water and caught Maria clutching an old shoebox. A faded photo slipped out, a younger Maria beside a man with Blake's gray hair, his smile hauntingly familiar. Mama, who's that? Zara whispered. Maria shoved the box shut. No one, baby. Sleep. But Zara saw the truth in her mother's trembling hands. Across town, Blake sat alone, staring at a matching photo, his fingers brushing an ultrasound labeled Thompson. The pieces were aligning, but the game wasn't just chess anymore. Zara's talent couldn't stay hidden. Harrison Blake called in Dr. Lisa Chen, a chess legend who'd shaped world champions, her sharp eyes missing nothing. She arrived at the mansion, briefcase in hand, studying Zara like a puzzle. Let's see what you've got, she said, setting up the golden board as white. Zara opened with a steady pawn push, but her game wasn't child's play, it was art. Knights leaped to bold squares, bishops angled like arrows, each move weaving a trap. Chen, expecting simple errors, leaned forward, brow furrowing. Check, Zara said softly, her voice steady. Chen countered, but Zara's pieces flowed like a river, relentless. 30 moves in, Chen stared at the board, stunned. Checkmate. The silence was deafening. This isn't possible, Chen murmured, then pulled out a book of master-level puzzles, problems that stumped seasoned players. Zara solved the first in under a minute, pointing to a knight's fork. Here, the king's trapped. Chen's jaw tightened as Zara cracked 2 more, her small fingers dancing with certainty. She's a phenomenon, Chen whispered to Blake later, voice low. Tournaments, training, she could dominate the world stage. Maria, hovering nearby, paled, gripping her cleaning cart. Fame loomed, promising a life beyond their small apartment, but with it came shadows of change. As Zara packed her school bag, Blake caught Maria's arm. We need to talk about her future, and who she really is. The words hung heavy, a move that could shift the entire game. The chess world was calling, and Zara answered. Dr. Chen waved a vibrant flyer for a national kids tournament, gold letters proclaiming young champions. She's ready to shake the board, Chen urged. Maria's voice cracked. She's only 8, those kids train for years. But Zara's eyes sparkled. It sounds fun, like sharing my moves with others. 3 weeks later, they stepped into a glittering city hotel, its marble floors and crystal chandeliers dwarfing their small-town life. The tournament hall buzzed with serious-faced kids, some twice Zara's age, coaches whispering strategies. I don't belong here, Zara whispered, clutching Maria's hand. Blake appeared with Chen, his smile steady. You're the brightest piece on this board. Her first match was against Marcus, a 12-year-old champ in a chess king shirt, smirking. This'll be quick, kid. But Zara's pieces danced, pawns locked, knights struck, and in 20 minutes, checkmate. The crowd gasped, whispers spreading. Who's this girl? She toppled a Texan prodigy, a New York veteran, a 5-year player, each win cleaner, sharper. Yet victory stung when Sarah, a 9-year-old opponent, sobbed after losing. I trained forever, you make it look easy. Zara's heart sank. You're amazing, want to be friends? Sarah's tearful nod sparked a bond. Undefeated, Zara soared to the finals, but whispers of her gift grew louder, and so did the weight on Maria's shoulders. The world's watching now, she murmured to Blake. A bigger revelation was brewing, ready to upend the board. The night before the tournament finals, the air in the hotel room felt charged, like the moment before a checkmate. Maria sat by the window, eyes red, still in yesterday's clothes. Zara, sensing the shift, tugged at her sleeve. Mama, what's wrong? Maria's voice trembled. We need to talk, baby. You, me, and Mr. Blake, now. Zara's stomach nodded, grown-ups only sounded this serious when the world was about to tilt. In Blake's sprawling suite, with its plush couch and city skyline view, he looked as weary as Maria, his gray hair mussed. Sit, Zara, he said softly, kneeling to her level. Maria pulled out the faded photo Zara had glimpsed, a younger her beside a man with Blake's gray eyes, his smile warm but distant. This is your father, Maria whispered. Zara's heart raced, the room spinning. That's Mr. Blake? He nodded, eyes glistening. I'm your dad, sweetheart. I've wanted to tell you forever. Maria's voice broke as she explained, 9 years ago, they'd fallen in love. Her, his assistant, him, the young tycoon. Fearing judgment, she'd fled when pregnant, shielding Zara from a world of wealth and whispers. I hired your mom to see you, to know you, Blake admitted. Chess was my way in. Zara's mind raced like a chessboard mid-game. Those eyes in the mirror, they're yours. Hurt stung, but curiosity won. Why hide? Fear, Maria confessed. Of losing you to his world. Zara paused, then grinned faintly. Mr. Blake for now, Dad feels new. But we're a family, right? They nodded, tears mixing with smiles. Chen knocked, finals loomed. Zara grabbed their hands. First, let's win this. The board was set, but the real victory was unfolding off it. The tournament hall pulsed with energy, cameras flashing like stars as reporters jostled for a glimpse of the 8-year-old phenom. Zara faced David Martinez, a 16-year-old chess titan from California, his dark eyes confident, his record boasting 5 major titles. No hard feelings, kid, but this is my game, he said, shaking her hand. Zara smiled, arranging her golden pieces with care, each one a trusted ally. The clock started, and David, playing white, opened with a classic pawn push, aiming to dominate early. Zara countered calmly, her pieces flowing like a quiet stream, each move deliberate. Whispers rippled through the crowd, she's holding her own. David pressed harder, knights and bishops slicing for quick wins, expecting her to crumble. But Zara's board sang, pawns locked in defense, rooks poised like sentinels. An hour in, the game balanced on a knife's edge, David's brow beading with sweat. Then, Zara saw it, a daring queen move, baiting a trap. David frowned, studying for 15 minutes, missing the snare. He shifted his king, and Zara struck, bishop to a deadly square. Check, she said softly. His eyes widened, the trap was set moves ago. He escaped once, but her knight followed. Checkmate. The room erupted, cheers, gasps, flashes blinding. David grinned, offering his hand. You're a legend already. The trophy towered over Zara, the $10,000 check a surreal bonus. Like Bodana Sivanandan's 2025 Grandmaster upset at 10, Zara's win shattered records as the youngest champion ever. Her parents rushed forward, tears streaming, pride brighter than the stage lights. But a deeper victory was settling in, one no board could measure. Zara's victory rippled far beyond the tournament hall, but life didn't leap to fame overnight. Back home, she stayed rooted in her cozy apartment with Maria, while Harrison Blake, now dad some mornings, visited daily, their bond growing over cereal and chess puzzles. Checkmate in 3, Zara teased, nudging a knight on their kitchen table board. Maria, no longer cleaning houses but working as Harrison's assistant again, smiled at their laughter. They moved slowly, rebuilding trust like a careful opening. Zara kept her routine, Lincoln Elementary, recess with Emma, doodling nights in her notebook. Yet her spark inspired change. She launched a school chess club, Fridays buzzing with kids from 1st to 5th grade, learning on donated boards. Losing's just a lesson, she'd say, echoing 2025's Roman Shogzev, who at 10 broke records as the youngest international master. Fame trailed her, reporters at the store, strangers whispering, but her parents shielded her. You're ours, not the world's, Harrison vowed. Grandmaster Petrov's visit sealed it, play for joy, he urged after a dazzling loss to Zara. She took it to heart, balancing chess with science class and piano dreams. Evenings brought family chess, a game they invented, solving puzzles as a trio, hot cocoa steaming. We win together here, Zara grinned. Snow fell outside, but inside, their laughter warmed the room. Like Abhimanyu Mishra's 2025 upset over a world champion, Zara's story proved talent blooms anywhere, especially with family as the strongest piece. As they huddled by the fireplace, the board wasn't just squares, it was home, where every move built a future, one checkmate at a time. Zara's journey began with a forbidden glance at a golden chess set, but it uncovered more than a prodigy's talent, It revealed a family pieced together by hidden truths and quiet love. Her meteoric rise, echoing 2025's young chess stars like Bogdana Sivanandan and Roman Shogzev, shows how brilliance can spark from the humblest corners, turning a maid's daughter into a history-making champion. Yet the real triumph wasn't the trophy or the headlines, it was the laughter around a kitchen table, where Zara, Maria, and Harrison played as a team, their bond stronger than any strategy. Life, like chess, hides its best moves in unexpected places, a father's gaze, a child's courage, a second chance at family. What's your next move to uncover the wonders in your world? Drop it below, hit that like button to share this story, and subscribe for more tales that remind us, the greatest victories happen where love and dreams align.